Welcome to the 3-Minute Theologian, where we hope to help you to know the Word better and to drink deep of the living water. Maximum truth in a minimum time, with your host, Adam Burrell.
So today we are going to continue in our study of the doctrine of God, asking the question, how are we like God? And we'll just quickly look at what is known as his communicable attributes. These are the attributes that God has given us that ultimately show us how we are truly made in the imago Dei, the image of God. But how do we know that there's such a thing as a communicable attribute? Well, Paul tells us in his word in Ephesians chapter 5, it says, "Therefore be imitators of God as beloved children, and walk in love, as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us." If God has called us to be imitators of him, he must have given us the ability to do so. So this is why it's called the communicable attributes of God. Well, what are some of these attributes? Primarily, when the attributes of God, communicable attributes of God, are referred to, they are often referred to as his moral attributes, his goodness, his love, his mercy, his peace, justice, and even holy jealousy. But they're not just constrained to the moral attributes. He even gives us some of his mental attributes as well. His knowledge, his wisdom, his truthfulness. And these are just a few of his attributes. It could really go on. The list could go much further than that. But really, being image bearers of God, we are to be imitators of God in and through these attributes that he's given us. But we must also know that there are times where we are going to fall short here. We can have these attributes, but not perfectly as a perfect and holy God does. We can love others and even love God, and we can do it well, but not with perfect love always. We often fall short here. But as a regenerate people, we possess the capacity to love like him. We can act in wisdom. But the Lord is perfect and wise in every area of life. But in his grace, he shares his wisdom with us. He gives us wisdom by his word and through the work of the Holy Spirit. We can be peacemakers, and we can seek peace, and we can be people of peace. But there's only one that is called the Prince of Peace. So, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, in eternity past, entered into a covenant to redeem a people for their own. And in doing so, they made a people who would bear their image. They gave us some of their qualities so that we could be imitators of them. But there are some qualities that only God possesses that we will never be able to possess. These are his incommunicable attributes. And that is what we'll look at next week.